It started with her fingers, tracing the seam of his jeans during a movie that neither of them remembered. The smell of buttered popcorn hung between them, stale, warm. They'd only just met. Heat, then laughter. Late dinners. Coffee that turned cold while they talked. There was nothing yet to hold but each other, and that was enough. The early years of love have no calendar. They pass in seconds and in seasons. The first apartment had no door on the bathroom. He saw her cry for the first time over a sink full of dishes. She saw him break quietly the day his father's voicemail stopped working. They bought furniture, leaned on each other's tells, argued about how loud the music should be while cleaning. Their bodies were younger, but love had already started changing shape. From fire to fabric, from adrenaline to habit. Then came the children. Not instantly and not easily, but when they arrived, everything widened. The hours were shredded, the sleep was stolen, but the meaning grew. They learned new forms of exhaustion, new forms of grace. Love became scheduled, but no less real. There were nights when they sat across from each other in silence, not angry, not cold, just emptied, trying to remember who they had been before someone needed them every hour of the day. Years passed. Parents died. Friends divorced. They watched time take people. They saw what went unspoken undo what once seemed permanent. But they chose not to be undone. They held each other in the emergency rooms. They buried a dog, forgot anniversaries, and she changed careers. He lost his. They took turns being the strong one. They learned the difference between giving in and giving up. And then one morning, after no particular event, one of them woke up with the quiet, shocking thought, this could end, this life, this love, this version of us. It's not permanent unless we choose it every day, not out of duty, but out of awareness. That thought did not come with music or a movie moment. It came with coffee. It came with coffee and the sound of someone brushing their teeth, and a small voice from another room asking where their shoes were. But it stayed. They stopped just saying, I love you at night. They started saying it midday, in the hallway, in the car, during the thousands of small errands that disguise a lifetime. They remember the value of a hand on the small of the back. They talked. Not just about the calendar, but about fear, joy, about the smell of bread in the oven, about what makes them feel alive. Love, it's not one thing. It's not a fixed emotion. It's a daily decision shaped by what we notice and what we ignore. It can shrink, but it can also reawaken. The human brain is designed to survive, but the human soul needs more than survival. It needs awareness. It needs presence. It needs the constant return to sensation, to breathe, to touch, to eye contact, to be fully with someone, and yet still yourself. They were the same couple, but they were not the same people, and they were still in love. Not because they stayed lucky, but because they woke up. And they kept waking up. These are Interesting Things with JC.